Hello and welcome back to the channel. We're out today on really first proper mooch of the year, and we've come down to a place I've only ever been once, I think, or maybe twice at the most. It's local, and I'll give you a pan round of where we are. It's Crank Caverns. There's lots of myths and legends about this place, about how far it goes, and what we're going to do today is try and look for places for dig out and see if we can get through to new sections. Probably not possible, and I'll show you around this main section of it that I believe in the 1930s got collapsed because there were people going missing down here. There's all sorts of stories about how far this goes, and there's cathedrals down there, and you know, a little bit far-fetched I think in some ways and superstitious, but there were children going missing. Another story is there were tunnels coming into here for do secret hangings. I'll leave that to yourself, but make your mind up about the legends and the myths surrounding this place, but nonetheless it's still an interesting local little sandstone mine. Okay, so we're going to have a look through this. Has probably been the main area where the stone was coming out, and the angle, as you can see from above, is probably 45 degree-ish. So we're going to get on top of some of the fallings and see whether there's any routes through, any possible ways through. So we'll give you a quick look around it first before we start climbing on top of these collapses. Been well videoed, this place. I'm sure if there's a way through someone would have found it, but you never know. If there is, someone has to be the first. There, as you can see, the angle, I'd say it's about around 45 degrees, which means the old shafts would have gone in at that angle. Right, okay, so we're going to start from the right hand side of these openings and just investigate each one in turn, see what we find. Yeah, so 2020 was last time I was here, and at that time not been in really many places, so coming down here with fresh eyes now and more knowledge. So looks like they was going in that direction, and then they've hit the edge of the delf in it.
Yeah, what have we got? What's that ledge up there? You can get it there. I can stand down at the back.
Yeah, and see if there's anything going sideways there. Right, so we're going to have a quick scramble up there and up into them corners, see if there's anything, but who knows.
I don't know if we'll get right up there, that back corner. It's just drier as you guys.
Yeah. Right, so we've scrambled up that little bit there, and it really don't appear that it goes on anywhere in that direction. Right, continue to the next section. So nothing really there as well. Except for graffiti.
This here looks like it's a fall, isn't it?
Right, that's the one. Yeah, that's a little crawl through.
Was this going to be the bit that the army blew up?
That's that's definitely a collapse, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whether it's been blown up deliberately or that it's just come off the ceiling, who knows? But yeah, over in that corner, there is definitely X marks the spot as well.
No good. High up here. How would you get these out because they're sort of wedged and going in backwards?
I don't think you get them out. I think your biggest bet is getting the smaller stuff from the side and making that opening bigger, which I don't know whether it looks bigger than what I've seen previously.
Bag off the back.
Yeah, get bags off here. We'll have a mooch through there and report back what we found.
Oh.
Right, just at that entrance now, and that crawl through. I'm sure there's people watching this video that's been through before and saying don't bother, there's nothing there. Oh, you've got to satisfy your own curiosity. Right, so it goes off lower, and it also goes off higher up there. So I think we'll take a look at the high bit first and then slip down there just before we come back out. So I'll crawl through a bit until I can stand back up again or sit down, and I'll pick the video back up. Squeeze through this bit first and get to a position where I can sit down again. Yeah, somebody's left glow sticks in here.
Oh yeah. Looks like it would be easy if he was on your side there on that first bit.
Yeah. It's not too bad, bit.
Yeah. That's it, as long as you know you can spin round. Yeah.
Passing that through now. So it's got through that, goes through there, but I don't think it goes any further. I'll find it when we get to the end of it. But it also, if I can turn round, it also goes up in that direction. So we're tight into this little squeezy bit. I think it's up there above your head that you possibly get through, Paul. Can you see?
Oh yeah.
That's proper tight, that.
Right. If I can
See if you can get through.
stand up.
I'll go back.
Yeah.
Here.
We maybe need it because you'll make it. Would have made you
Yeah.
Sort of just into the fall.
I think ultimately it's going into the top of that collapse, isn't it?
Yeah. You see, it's a lot of soil there.
Yeah.
So that means that's it being a shaft. Oh, this rock up there. Only 2 bits quite new actually, what's come on.
Yeah.
So, it only goes along that way, so that's a mental squeeze.
It's not worth climbing through then, is it?
You won't be it, turn round.
Right, okay.
Go backwards.
I'll get up there just for the sake of videoing that bit and then we'll go down that squeeze.
Imagine below it there.
Yeah.
Go. We'll put best out road now.
You're alright there. Yeah, that's really not going on any further up there. Possibly to the side a bit, but you're getting into insane squeezes. It's more of a fall in this, isn't it? So, like it says, a lot of soil and stuff been washed down into the.
Yeah, so we'll look above the ground.
In this area when we come out and see where there's any sounds of a dip or a movement in ground. Right, so beyond from where I've just been stopped there, does go on a bit of a way, but I'm guessing it's ultimately to nothing. But let's have a look. Yeah, we're done with knee pads here, can't we?
Yeah.
Hang on, what's... No, that gets enticing there. Right down there, deeper and deeper. And then it goes on to nothing there. So I don't know whether the bit that's behind me there squeezes down into that. Right. I think once you get through that squeeze through, you'll be happy that you've gone through there because it opens up.
I'm going to drop 3 feet first.
Yeah, because you've got a nice flat ledge to your right hand side.
Yeah, I can see that in there. Like gimbals, a couple of foot behind your feet.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just... You sort of have to hang on to this over and up.
Yeah. I've got your video coming through from this side. Yeah.
Ooh, this is one of the 4 bit things we've done.
You see Paul's feet now coming through. Oh, it's deep enough turnaround belt, isn't it? Yeah.
It goes down there, but it's stupidly small.
Alright, I shall get through there as well now.
Get yourself in position. Yeah, there's a bit where you slightly have to hang on to a little overhang above you, support yourself a little bit. This is not what you want.
Yeah, really should have had helmets on here, shouldn't they? But
Yeah.
we're sure this would be too restrictive.
Probably right. On some bits. Oh, that was a long way, but it's stupid small.
Yeah, that's nothing, that's just a gap in the rocks, in it.
Oh shit, pointed up there now.
Yeah, it goes above, doesn't it?
Above and below.
And below, yeah. So this lot is come down, this has probably been a decent opening into it, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's that ceiling what's still delaminating and something else is holding it up what week. Put it now in.
You can get through to that next pocket there, can't you?
Yeah.
And then evaluate it.
Oh, yeah, that little bit. I think you can kind of just about stand up when you get to here. Ooh. Yeah, it looks freshly cracked there, doesn't it, along that side? Just there. What a Paul squeezing. An hour there, up all.
Yeah, you've got to left now.
Yeah.
So that's looking above where we just was there, Paul.
Yeah.
That's where I was shining a light and asking,
Yeah.
just above there, that's where I was shining through
Yeah.
and asking you, could you see?
You've got a big point of it there,
I don't remember them markings on.
Oh, I think that is above.
Yeah. Yeah, it is when it gets here, there's like freshly cracked section at ceiling. It looks like this bit here.
Let's come down. Don't know how much further this goes on, but I will try and take you as far as I can. Right, so that is going into a dead end there. Just get the peak of my cap out of the way. Yeah, definitely into a dead end. That's as far as you can go that way. Right, so I will stop videoing there at that point. Right, so that's it for this little section. We're going to make our way back out and then continue exploring on some of the other openings along this main area and then off down underground into the mousy hole. Right, we've just found this rock here as well with all the crystallisation on it. So that's being dragged out, that's coming with us. Clean that up. We don't know whether it's quartz or celts. It's quartz, isn't it? Looks a bit. Yeah, looks a bit quartz. Yeah. Clean up melting that. Yeah. Get about a third of that, be nice one. You get a third. It makes it easy for it to drag out, but I'm even prepared for walk back with just rucksack and put it in. For that. I'm thinking drag it out as it is now. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because we've got that tight squeeze, get it through. Yeah. So if one of us gets up until the passes it up, it shouldn't be so bad, and then bring it out and see if we can cut it halfway or a third. Right, let's get out of here and carry on exploring. Right, so we escaped out of there, because that's what it feels like after squeezing out of that. Got some formations on the there and a nice moth in its way under there. More importantly, we've got that chunk of rock there. Chunk of rock there with a mineralisation on it. That's coming out with us one way or another. Try and cut it down. If not, I'm coming back with rucksack. Right, so let's get a compass bearing of where that shaft there, that would have gone through in a straight line from what we've just observed. And we've got north to north, and we're looking at about 45 degrees northeast. Yeah, 45 degrees northeast I'd say that was. So when we get outside, I will take a line on Google Maps and see where that corresponds to. Right, so we just took some measurements as well, the laser pointer, and we get from the main outside entrance here 74 foot to the start of the collapse. So we're probably going to have a wander above there at some point. We've got those 3 trees above as a reference point. The middle tree is almost in line with the direction of the shaft, and we'll just take a look above there, see if there's any signs. Yeah, can be if there's, yeah, because there's that route up in middle, isn't there? Yeah, go on, let's go for it.
A bit of danger.
Yeah. You can do me other towing.
Not bad, little
No. Still that video.
Yeah.
So that tree there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to head up to that tree you can see there with our backs to it. That's the way the shaft would have gone. It's that tree there, isn't it? Right, so back to it. So that's the direction. It's heading towards Billings, isn't it?
75 foot just to start of that.
Yeah,
and then
so
we've got another 13 side at least.
So just out there now, this is the direction that shaft would have been going in. We're up above a tree that we've assumed is a marker, and at 45 degrees northeast you're about 1/3 distance at the edge of that woods to that solitary tree. Just about there. So we're going to head in that direction and mark from this tree 75 foot, and that is where the collapsed area starts. But I'll tell you what I've also noticed, this whole land goes up to that, probably that 45 degree angle, and then it bottoms out, don't it? So if you continue looking in that direction as well, you then pick up onto the area it's known as Billings in Wigan. So take a snapshot of that. So we're at the spot where we kind of guesstimate that the collapse starts. So that collapse will go on that distance we explored as well, won't it?
Yeah, another 30 foot.
Yeah, so that's going to be getting us too close to the edge of that woods.
We're on a bit right angle now.
Yeah.
3 trees there.
Yeah, we're on that centre tree, so this tree here is the centre tree, and we come 75 foot to the start of the collapse, and then that would have gone on another 30 foot maybe, so we're not so far away from the edge of that woods and to where the land starts to level out.
To where the mouse is down to your left.
Yeah. So if we get back on that path and walk round to just here, we might see the entrance of the mousey there.
Yeah. It's a good engine.
Yeah. Three things now. Look. We're above the mouse now. Aren't we? Right, so down there, that's the entrance for the mousey hole, and this is the edge of the woods that we was looking at. That's a solitary tree, so the mousey is kind of over there somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah, it's heading.
Yeah. So that's going to ultimately join onto that, I'm guessing.
That mouse goes in at least another 60 foot.
So way up there, that tree just there is where we took a measurement from. And it's roughly just in this field here where as far as we've got in that collapse, and then 180 degrees back from that is the start of the mousey.
Because you go in there,
Yeah.
and the mouse is going to
Head in that direction.
following the.
Right, so that's that little bit of investigation over with, and we're going to get back down. There's a couple more of them outside entrances that we need to go into and investigate around there, and then we're going down the mousey hole.